Hey everyone, it's Adam here, and welcome to the NFL Season Simulation Diecast Racing Style preview show. And here I've got 32 cars that I've handpicked that basically represent the color scheme of each individual NFL team. And kind of how this is going to work is I'm going to run a 17-week NFL season following along with the 2020 NFL season that's actually happening here starting next week. But yeah, we're just going to run through everything. I've already determined we're going to use the Super 6-lane raceway that we feature in other videos, but it's basically just going to be head-to-head matchups based on the actual NFL season. And we're going to see which car or which team comes out on top. So I'm pretty excited. We're just going to meet our 32 challengers here and see who's going to be crowned our first ever DAE Diecast NFL champion at the end of this season. I'm pretty excited about this. But let's meet these teams and the cars that are representing them this year. First up, we have the AFC North division, and we're going to run through these just real quick, one by one. So first, representing the Cincinnati Bengals, we have a Pontiac Banshee. Nice orange and black flame there. Up next, the Cleveland Browns with this Hot Wheel red line right here, but it's a nice little Chevy Nomad with the orange as well. Pretty tough finding a brown Hot Wheel too, but I thought this one was nice, kind of color of their helmets sort of thing, so went with this one. Up next is the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is a Pinot's GTR1. Very cool car. And finally, representing the Baltimore Ravens is a Hammered Coupe. Very cool car. So there you have it. There is your AFC North. Alright, up next we have the AFC South division. So first off here, representing the Houston Texans is a nice 57 T-Bird. The Hot Wheels racing team, very nice. Moving on to the Indianapolis Colts, and they are being represented by this Cunningham C4R. Up next, we've got the Jacksonville Jaguars and their Mercedes SLK. And finally, with the nice Hawaiian touch there, but this is the Tennessee Titans with the nice 40 Woody. And there is your AFC South division. And up next we have the AFC West division. So first off, representing the Denver Broncos is a 68 Corvette Gas Monkey. And representing the real-life Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs, this one's pretty cool, a Splatter funny car. Got the paint splatter there with the red and yellow on the white body. Very cool. I'm a sucker for actual drag racing models, so yeah, I was kind of partial to that one. Up next, the silver and black not the Oakland Raiders, now the Las Vegas Raiders with their Lotus Elise. And finally, another team that recently changed cities, the Los Angeles Chargers. And they are being represented by a nice Corvette Stingray. There's a couple Corvettes in this group, but that is your AFC West division. Alright, and rounding out the AFC conference is the AFC East division. So here we've got representing the Buffalo Bills, an 88 Honda CRX. Up next we have the New England Patriots and their 68 Hemi Barracuda. Next you got the New York Jets with a Jeepster. And last but not least, this is personally my favorite team in real life, representing the Miami Dolphins. Nice BMW Z3 Roadster convertible. And there is the rest of your AFC, the AFC East. Alright, moving on to the NFC. This is going to be your NFC North division. First off, the Chicago Bears with their Scrapheads Mega Duty pickup truck. I guess pretty intimidating. This is honestly the hardest team to find the correct color scheme for, but I finally did it. And this guy looks pretty good. Next up, representing the Detroit Lions, the truck looking like it came straight out of Detroit itself. A nice 40 Ford. Next up is the Green Bay Packers, the 68 Nova. Kind of got the old school Hot Wheel wheels on there and stuff. Pretty cool. And finally, the Minnesota Vikings being represented by a 57 T-Bird. Another one of those. Houston Texans also represented by 57 T-Birds, so should be interesting. So there is your NFC North. Alright, up next we have the NFC South division. So first up, representing the Atlanta Falcons, is this Pagani Huayra, I believe. Looks fast. Pretty sweet looking car there. Then we've got the Carolina Panthers and their Shelby Cobra. And up next is the New Orleans Saints, and I do have a confession. They were originally going to be represented by a Super Comp dragster. However, that particular model does not fit on the Super 6-lane raceway. I quickly found out, which is very sad. It's one of my favorite Hot Wheel models, but I found this suitable replacement. This will be an 89 Porsche 944 Turbo. Very nice gold there. I think it'll represent the team well. And finally, Mr. Tom Brady and his Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we've got a nice red paint job here on this Thomasima 3. I like it. And that would be your NFC South. And up next, we've got the NFC West division. Start off here with this very cool old style here. We got the Arizona Cardinals being represented by this Olds number 3. This thing is super skinny. I'm pretty excited to see how that one's going to do. That one is very unique, very cool. Up next, we've got the other LA team, the Los Angeles Rams, being represented by this Spree Pro Stock Firebird. Again, I'm a sucker for actual drag racing models, so yeah, we'll see how this guy does. Up next, we've got the San Francisco 49ers. Nice surfboard in the back here, but this is the Surf Crate. Very cool. That guy looks pretty intense. He's ready. And finally, we've got the Seattle Seahawks being represented. This one's just simply called the Vulture. And there you have your NFC West. Alright, and last but not least, we've got the NFC East. Always a competitive division. Start things off with America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. And they're being represented by this Mercedes 500 SL. It's convertible there. Up next, New York Giants. Yet another funny car, this time a Mustang funny car. Here, representing the Philadelphia Eagles, we got the Hot Wheels Team Drag Racing Jaded. Very cool. And last but not least, with possibly the coolest football team name ever, the Washington football team, being represented by this 64 Pontiac GTO. So we got a nice little Star Spangled Banner there from the Stars and Stripes series that came out this year. Pretty cool. And that is your NFC East. Alright, well that'll wrap things up for the preview here. These guys will be put away, ready to go for next week when things kick off for real. So yeah, like I said, week by week we'll be going through the NFL season. We'll follow that up with our own version of the NFL playoffs, and we will crown our first NFL Diecast Racing champion. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. Please subscribe and tune in next week for week 1. We'll see you then.